Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lauren, and today I want to confess some things to you guys. Just like every plant parent, I am struggling with some plants. I'm having a hard time with some plants, and I want to show you the plants that I've always had a hard time with. I cannot figure these types of plants out, and I want to talk about it. I'm sure as a plant parent, we've all struggled with at least one plant along our plant journey. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what I have been dealing with and struggling with, and maybe you guys can help me out. The first plant I want to go over today, or show you today, is this Diffemakia. I think this is a Diffemakia Camille. Shelby Camille? I think it's a Camille. It's a type of Diffemakia. I've had a few in the past, and they've all died on me. This one is doing okay, but it's always looking droopy. I feel like that is not normal or typical. I feel like that's very atypical. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have a feeling it's probably a watering issue. I'm hands down someone you could call an underwaterer. I have a lot of houseplants. I don't know. It is always losing leaves towards the bottom, and it always just kind of looks meh, meh, meh. But it gets worse, you guys. So next I'm going to be talking about a type of fern. There's two types of ferns on this video today. This one is a type of fern people said was easy. I bought a few of them, and I have one of them that's doing decent, but here is a Staghorn Fern. I've heard to let them dry out, and I feel like I've done just that because look at how wrinkly and sad these leaves look. I love how these look. I would love for it to grow really large one day so I'm able to mount it and hang it in my bathroom. And I had it in my bathroom for a while. Maybe I've moved this thing around one too many times, but these leaves are just looking not too good. Fail. Since I'm mentioning ferns, I should just go ahead and talk about the next fern that I'm struggling with. And I think I know why I'm struggling with this one. This is a type of asparagus fern. Anyhow, it's doing okay. It does have a lot of yellowy, light brown, sad looking pieces, and when you touch it, the little hairs on this guy just fall off. I have it in my bathroom. I figured higher humidity, someone showers in this house at least once a day, and that bathroom gets humid, and I thought it would help it, but we do have a furnace in there. Keeps it pretty warm. I also am struggling with a Boston fern. Also in the bathroom. Maybe the bathroom's a problem. But I really love the aesthetic of this plant. If I kill this, I will get another one to try it one more time. But not looking so hot. I struggle with this one. Next on my list will probably not be a surprise to many people. This is another one people tend to struggle with, and it is a Calathea. I do have other Calatheas in my collection and Stramanthes and stuff, and I do well with them, but this Sabrina, it looks okay. I have uglier looking plants with more brown on it, but every leaf is crisping. It might be the water I'm using, but honestly, I think this guy has spider mites. I've treated it for spider mites. I have cleaned the leaves. I've washed the whole thing down. I've repotted it. And it's still a beautiful plant. If I were to come across another one, I would probably pick it up. Not put it by this one because I think this has spider mites and I just cannot get rid of it. It's not the easiest for me. And I've killed a few other Calatheas in the past, so Calatheas are definitely one you need to figure out the knack for. And this guy, if you do not water it you cannot wait too long. If you wait to water it, these leaves curl in like this, or maybe it's down. I think they curl up though. And I'm pretty sure that is another reason why there's so much brown edging on every leaf. A carnivorous plant is up next on the list, and this is a type of monkey cup, Panthes, a pitcher plant, or Nepenthes, not a Panthes, my bad. They like to live in dirty sphagnum moss. And when the sphagnum moss dries out, that's not good. You need to keep these babies moist from what I understand, and I have literally just neglected this thing. I always seem to forget about it. I need to put this in eyesight somewhere, and I don't have it in eyesight. It is in my plant room, and I have underwatered it one too many times. And all the pitchers have dried up, but I really would like to keep it alive. We're on the rebound, right? Right? Him and I are on the rebound. I'm gonna bring him back to health. That's my 2021 goal, I guess. Maybe. I'm struggling with this little guy. I know I forgot to water it one too many times, but it started looking kind of different before I made the awful mistake of forgetting to water it. Don't you know I'm busy? Oh, but he's cute, and he had the cutest little cups, but they're all dead. Last up on my list is this false galaxy Aralia. I think these types of plants are gorgeous, but look at all the leaves that are falling off. Sometimes I wish this plant would just completely die so I could throw it away, but the savior in me cannot throw it away. I need it to completely die for me to be able to do that. For some ungodly reason, I don't know what's wrong with me. He's hanging in there. Maybe this is what it's supposed to look like, but I feel like this is not the healthiest plant. Maybe I have it in too big of a pot. I have underwatered it once or twice, which probably does not help the situation. Some plants you need to be on top of. I feel like rule of thumb, underwatering is always best because you can't go back from root rot. You can't. Sometimes. I guess never say never, but dealing with root rot is a lot worse than dealing with an underwatered plant, in my opinion. This guy wants to stay with me because he doesn't look the best. He's always struggling, but he won't let me go, so I keep him. That is the last plant I have to show you guys today, but there are a lot of other plants that I have struggled with. Photonia, I finally figured that out, I think. Sometimes it still goes through spurts where I'm pretty sure it's about to die. Spider plants, honestly, they're supposed to be, you know, like the staple 70s houseplant. Everyone had one because they were so easy. I tend to struggle with them too. And usually when they are looking good, my cats somehow tend to get a hold of them, and then all downhill from there. I still keep them because the ones I have are very sentimental, but they're not doing excellent. Let's just put it like that. There's probably many others. A few begonias. Begonias are a learning curve that I think I'm finally getting. But I could keep going on and on. Everyone struggles with houseplants. Houseplants die sometimes. Sometimes they just look crappy and you're like me and you can't throw them away. So that is just part of being a plant parent, I suppose. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if any of these plants that I've talked about today are a struggle for you, because me and these genuses, these types of plants go through it, and we'll eventually figure it out, I hope. But we all struggle with some plants. We can't keep them all alive. And I just wanted to talk with you guys about some of the plants that I've always seemed to have a hard time with. I've had him for like 2 years now, and one day it might look presentable. All right, you guys, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.